Because for some reason my mic was muted and I don't know why. Gotta love it when that happens. Okay, am I hearing a little bit of echo? Hmm. I mean, to be fair, sometimes my kids, they like to come inside the office when daddy's not in there and they like to hit the frickin' keyboard, so maybe that's what did it. Oh, you think that's funny?
Today.
Mm. All right. Okay, so I fixed the echo. There we go. Do I have a way to keep Val and Vel away from the? Do I have a way to keep Val and Vel away from the keyboard? Yes, but then they mess with other things like the multiple hard drives that are attached to my computer.
Actually, I saw someone post a picture of someone using one of those baby pens, but reshaping it so that it goes around your desk.
Hmm. Yeah, but then they get all whiny because it's like, Daddy, hold me. Kids are still crawling? No, they're walking. They are walking now. Like little girl's been walking for a couple months now.
Wow.
Yeah, she's been walking since like 8 months old.
Wow.
That must be scary.
Damn.
Not really. It's the members are also muted because of course they are.
All right, YouTube sound works.
All right.
Hello, chat.
All right.
All right, YouTube sound works.
Okay. YouTube sound works.
How's the chat today?
YouTube chat is not appearing. All right. I can fix that. I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off all day.
Yeah, YouTube chat's not appearing in the stream chat in the stream itself.
Yeah, I can fix that.
But
give me 1 second.
we did see Twitch chat.
Yes.
And commercials.
Well,
Be gone.
That's straight.
yeah. For some reason, the multi-stream doesn't want to work today. How fun. Well, it is what it is. All right, well. Okay, we got a little bit of echo from somebody. Who is it? All right. Kind of turns a toy version of the computers for them to play with. Well, we already gave them like toy, like Game Boy stuff, like in controllers, and the Konami code actually works on them. Believe it or not. So what happened to Daniel? Is he dead? Oh, no, he's not dead. He just left because massive PTSD.
Yeah, that was before we went to Strahd proper.
Yeah. All right. And now need to actually turn
Hey,
on.
do you two have different offices now?
Oh yeah, it's we are in different rooms now.
Oh. Nice.
But yes,
So you guys did move.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did move. This is our new apartment. Still not 100% moved in, and we're not moving 100% of our stuff in here. This is like we're gonna stay here for about a year before we leave to another house. But you know, that's kind of what you have to do in this economy right now.
Okay, so I think So I think I fixed my background noise. I just had to turn my air conditioner off.
All right. Silverflight 01 asks, so where did we leave off? Well, you guys killed the vampire son of the local church official. Hosted a funeral for the mayor.
Mm-hmm. And Johannes is now one with the Force.
Temporarily.
And the force is with he.
All right. So yes, this is a
No.
yes, for those who know, for those who don't know, this is a Patreon game. So 1 second, gotta flush the chat log so this will run smoother for everybody. So this is a patron game, but viewers can slightly influence our player's fate. As you can see at the top there's the minor boons and curses. So with higher donations, you can more strongly affect their fates. Now, the scales are tipped in favor of boons versus curses, but in practice, it seems to have not worked out that way, and I don't know
Jeremy,
why.
please let Josh talk.
Oh, you're not?
Yeah, he's been talking the whole time.
Yeah, I don't hear him at all.
Oh yeah, now I've actually turned him up. For some reason, his user volume.
Here, let me check my settings. Here.
Yeah.
Sure, we can hear him in Discord.
Oh yeah, it's because. Oh, now I remember because we had our Discord settings swapped in and out, and
Okay.
yeah, because I had him muted and he had me muted. So we
Okay.
right.
Hey, Josh, I can hear you now.
I apologize about that.
It's okay. It's okay. You were trying to.
Yeah,
I
sorry,
thought
my
he
phone
was
broke
talking
yet.
in the stream over top of you.
Hey,
I thought there was something weird going on because I'd say something and he's like,
No, you
why,
came
why
through.
is this like there's a gap in these
You came-
conversations in the dialogue that's going on?
Yeah, sorry, you came through just fine. We just didn't want to interrupt Josh.
Yeah.
yeah.
Who's Josh?
Nothing but A+ technical support today from the Scorcher clan.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. It wouldn't be a stream without that sort of thing. But we all love it, and we all make fun of it, and we all commiserate together about it. All right. All right. So if the original Avengers were playing a D&D campaign, what class, subclass, or roles would that have? Oh. So
Okay.
I'm not sure if you guys know, a while back there was this Tumblr post that went around that the Guardians of the Galaxy were the Avengers playing D&D. Yeah, that was the Tumblr post that was going around. Like Steve was playing Rocket Raccoon, and Bucky was the DM, and he was playing Rocket Raccoon just to screw with Bucky. And Tony was playing Star-Lord because he was just playing a version of himself, you know, obsessed with 80s music, has all the cool one-liners. Bruce was playing Gamora. He's the one who has the 10,000 pages of backstory about the involvement with the villain, and gives it to Bucky, and Bucky's just like, I'm not going to be able to use any of this. Thor's playing Drax. Thor's playing Drax because he's like, because I still remember the really funny post. It was, it's like, and now I'm going to challenge Ronan. But dude, we're seriously up to love. We can't fight him. He will come right here, and my plotline will be fulfilled. We are going to die, and it will be a glorious death. Thor doesn't quite get the game part of the role playing game. He just created a warrior based off of some old folk tales that he thought would be interesting. He got that part down. He seems to forget, like, we're going to lose. And Groot is being played by Natasha because she is a very sneaky and knows how to see underneath the underneath and how to exploit things. So she creates this utterly broken plant creature build, but the cost is that all she can say is "I am Groot." So everyone who has ever played GURPS knows what that knows like.
Like that.
It's like I'm a magical immortal flirting torso with the plague who can actually travel through time.
I'll be back for a moment.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a wonderful. That was I still remember that Tumblr post. It's so great.
I might see if I can find that later.
But yeah. Let's see. All right. So I think we can get started now because we're going to continue a little bit after where we left off. It's after the funeral procession finished, and oh yes, you guys all got attacked by zombies.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cleric got to kick some butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and the druid.
Yeah. It was nice to finally actually do some damage and actually like contribute.
It's nice to actually be a cleric.
Yeah.
Oh, guy.
The false Hydra thing is like I was like barely. I was like, anybody need band-aids? I've got a box of band-aids. Right.
Honestly, that's probably my favorite part of being a cleric, though. I like healing people.
It's fun, but I like to be a little bit more involved in combat.
Yeah.
I get you.
I picked cleric because I knew we'd eventually be getting to undead stuff, and I'm just like, finally, the thing I've been built for.
You want to finally dish out some damage rather than heal it. Also, I need to
Finally a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
I got to beat a bunch of zombies to death with my box of band-aids.
All right.
I need to get back into my character's mindset.
Mm-hmm. Speak about characters, Josh. With the update to Foundry, when do we update our characters?
I want to make sure that I actually am more. I want to see more of like how the update has affected things because there have been a lot of changes and there's also a lot of supplement material that's going to be coming out really soon, and I don't want to just throw it all in there and then figure it out later, you know.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair.
Phantom Dragon 3. I kick butt for Lathander.
Okay, there we go. My character sheet.
All right, so we'll wait till we level up.
Yeah.
Because I get spells now that I actually want.
Yeah. All right.
I should maybe put down some more notes for my character because I'm still.
All right.
I have an idea for some sort of backstory, but I need to work on it a bit.
All right. So, you all head back out of the church graveyard, and it's still in the morning, but things just still don't look. Things are just very morose at the moment, considering one of your companions just faded out of existence. Something you thought was safe turned out to not be very safe. And there's just been a little bit of death, and there's just been a lot of death and darkness so far, and it's starting to weigh on you a little bit. So, what do you do?
I think I just finished doing cure. I think I just finished bandaging everybody.
Yeah. Yes. All right.
So small.
We will probably need to recheck our supplies.
What's time of day?
It is late morning.
Looks like 10:40.
Did somebody remember to feed the phase spiders?
Yeah, I think in fact, I think we did mention something about going hunting.
Yeah,
like,
you did
for
that.
the
You did
spiders.
that in the previous session.
Okay, so we did go
It's-
hunting. We did go hunting for the phase spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same day,
Yes.
Okay. All right,
which means that the shopkeep is still webbed up.
got it. Okay, good. All right, we got to keep that. We got to keep that tank filled.
All right. So, what do you do?
Well, we did everything out of character. We did everything we came here to do. So now the next thing we need to do is get on with that escort.
Escort to. We're escorting them to the next town.
Well, you're
Right.
you're escorting her. It's I'm going to have to stay here and serve as mayor.
Of course.
As Mark looks at you, and then he walks over to Arena and just gives her a hug. Good luck. And he walks off. All right. So, when do we leave?
Let us maybe take an hour to ready our supplies. Then we can head out.
So, what do you need?
Personally, I may need some more bolts for my crossbow.
All right. I suppose we can go shopping, and let's meet at the west gate in about an hour.
Sounds good to me.
Uh,
How about
question. So you're way more familiar with this land than we are. We're traveling between towns. It's going to be quite the trek. Being from here, is there anything that we should be preparing for or be aware of while we're going between towns?
Well, you should be prepared for many things to jump out of the bushes and kill you.
Okay. For example, what are the sort of things we'll likely run into?
Zombies, wolves.
Okay. We can do zombies and wolves. At least, yeah, we can handle zombies and wolves. Anything that we'd have to be particularly careful about?
Sometimes there are rumors of things that cannot be described that'll attack you when your back is turned and drag you off screaming into the woods.
Okay. And these will just attack during the day?
Less so during the day when there is a little more visibility, much more so at night.
Okay. What typical precautions do travelers between towns typically take?
Move in large groups.
Okay, we're set
Hmm.
there.
Indeed.
We do have a wagon.
You have a wagon. We should probably carry some extra food to sate any wildlife that might try to attack us. I'm recollecting an encounter with some wolves that was resolved rather peacefully not too long ago.
I mean, granted that Korth doesn't eat it all as soon as we buy it.
Then we should bring some extra food for Korth too.
Hmm.
Though hopefully he has enough self-control not to put himself into a food coma before we get there. Presumably they have livestock here?
Not a lot. Not really.
Okay. Before we head out, we should probably do a quick hunting trip just in case. Bag at least 2 deer.
Yes.
Yeah, see what can be
Let
found.
me. Before we do that, let me at least stock up on bolts first.
Sounds good.
And I'd like to get a couple of
and then-
potions.
We can have that as reserve just in case we don't have time to hunt for our spider friends and back up just in case we need to feed Korth and back up just in case we need to feed something that is hungry and gets on our way between the towns. So,
Right.
yeah.
Do we need to show Mary her little puppy?
I thought we did.
Yeah, you did. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think we did. I think we went in without the puppy.
Oh yes, you did go in without the puppy.
I suppose it would be the right thing to do. Although, are we sure she can care for it?
Well, perhaps perhaps my brother would be able to care for it.
I assume it will be a useful companion when it comes to trying to identify the missing girl.
Mayhaps.
But
I
are
mean,
you,
if
but are
we
you
get
certain?
close-
Are you certain you want to put a small puppy at risk out there?
I mean,
Yes, that is the much greater concern.
Yeah, well, given
Yeah.
how dangerous your property is, like literally just outside of town, we ran into a hive of phase spiders. It doesn't really sound like it feels like danger and safety is a very shallow spectrum in this place. So the armed warriors and soldiers, like the armed adventurers that we are, I feel like it might actually just be safer with us. Just throwing out the argument, you know, if that was a genuine concern.
Well, you all are the experts, so I'm going to defer to your experience here. What do you think we should do?
Well, I've already thrown in my 2 cents, so you guys are welcome to decide.
Well, I can see both sides of the argument. Well, actually, not really an argument, but
Debate.
yeah, debate. Yeah, that's the word. Thank you. But on one hand, and in town, the puppy would be safer, but well, what I think. But on the other hand, the puppy can be useful in trying to find the girl because it's probably very familiar with her scent.
Well, keep in
Yes.
mind, I'm not entirely sure that puppy is a bloodhound.
Bloodhound or not, dogs are dogs identify people by scent, where same way people identify each other by sight. If it smells her, it's going to recognize her.
That is true.
Hmm.
Alright, you have convinced me, Gray. Just so long as it stays out of our way if any trouble comes by.
We have
I
a
assume
wagon.
Indeed.
So. And who knows? An extra pair of ears and nose might help us alert us to trouble.
Indeed. I vote we take the puppy with us.
Hmm.
Personally, I would feel a lot better about taking her with us.
Well, that seems to be 3 for keeping the puppy.
There's still 3 left to vote, so. Dara?
Fine as long as the puppy stays safe.
I'll keep her safe.
Alright. Well, I suppose that is majority rule. Let's quickly go back into town and grab some supplies.
Indeed.
Alright. So. Alright. So you all exit the church and you head back into town. The only real place to grab stuff is the place where oh, Anima Doll. What's the puppy's name? Lancelot. Yeah. The only real place to go is the place where you tied up the guy and it's currently being manned by his by the other guy in the store.
Right.
So yeah, the where is it? So yeah, the bigger guy, it's view character artwork. So yeah, this is what he looks like. The other guy in the store. Hello there. Do you need help with something?
Yes, we just need some quick supplies for our trip to the next town over.
Okay, what do you need?
Me personally, I could use some crossbow bolts.
Crossbow bolts. Sure, I think we got some of that. Hang on, I need to check the prices here. He pulls out a book. Okay, so bolts for a crossbow. There should be, he starts flipping through pages. A, B. Okay, so those are, there's a lot of scratches here. 1 gold piece per bolt.
So sounds good. I'll take 4.
Okay. All right, so where is it? Okay. All right, so you subtract 4 gold pieces.
Yep, just did.
Okay, and you add 4 bolts to your inventory. Wonderful.
Yep.
Is there anything else you guys need?
I'd like to buy 1 minor healing potion, please.
Oh, okay. So those are 40 gold pieces.
Dar's going to mage hand the book.
Okay, so that book flies out of his hands. He's like, "Oh, what? Why is it flying? Why is it? Hey,
Dara.
give it! Give it back! What? We're ghosting! Give it back!"
Dara.
Is it still on the page with the potions?
Yes.
Okay, I want to, while using mage hand, look at the page. You said the price has been scratched out.
Yes. You notice that you can kind of notice that the scratches are very small, and the prices that he's telling you are actually next to them. Oh my gosh, Phantom Dragoon. I feel like I'm bad for making a joke, but hey, you guys! I'm picking up what you're putting down.
These prices are all wrong.
What? But they can't be wrong. They're what bosses? Who said that?
Oh yeah, this is first time seeing you alive, Dara.
Who said
Yeah, I
that?
think Dara is still strapped up on Matthew's belt.
Yeah.
No, I dropped you during the fight with the zombies, remember?
Oh, I didn't know if you picked me back up yet.
Well, now that you mention it.
Oh, nope. I would beat me right out of here, right out of your way. No, look, he's changed them.
What? But he wouldn't do that.
But he did.
But that's... Oh, I wonder why he changed them. Well, I don't know what he changed them from. Oh.
Well, from the whatever is under the scratches.
He starts like, can I have book back, please?
Do you have a spyglass?
I take the book from Dara's
Nope.
hand.
I'm still mage handing it.
I'm taking it from the mage hand.
I raise it above. I raise above your reach.
I feel like there should be a dexterity saving throw involved.
No, there isn't.
Do you happen to have a spyglass?
Maybe.
I'll give you the book back for the spyglass.
Hey, that's mean.
No, that's business. Just like your boss does.
Oh.
Dara. I smack Dara upside the head.
Dara doesn't feel it. He's too stuffed with fluff.
Doesn't. He'll probably still feel his head rattling around.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Okay, I'll give you the book back and my last 7 silver.
Oh.
That's a little less extortiony.
Okay. He grabs the book. He turns it's like he puts the page up to a candlelight. Oh. these are all 10 times more expensive than they're normally. Huh. Why would boss do that?
Of
Oh.
economy.
I think you.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. He walks out. He walks over to Matthew. Sorry. Kind of overcharged you. He hands you back your 4 pieces of gold.
No, don't worry about it.
No,
It-
this should be no. It's like you should not be cheated. It's like this is your money. I only need 4 silver for crossbow bolt. It's only fair.
And
all right, if you're sure.
the spyglass?
Spyglass is 200. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. Divide by 10. That's 20.
I have this magic broom.
Huh.
Subtract.
Magic broom. What does it do?
It sweeps.
It sweeps.
It sweeps.
So so the work around here would be easier. How does it work?
Well, it would need to be programmed for this room. Then you say the magic words, and it starts sweeping.
What are the magic words?
Do I know the magic words? Because I think I rolled like a very high roll last time.
I believe you did. You changed it to something. I just don't know what it was.
I'm just going to write on a piece of paper and hand him the magic word.
Okay.
I'm put the broom on the counter.
Matthew's just glaring daggers at the broom.
Having a bit of a flashback.
Also,
You could call it that, yes.
Bum bum ba-da-da-dum ba-dum ba-dum ba-da-da-da-dum ba-dum.
Also, Josh, I want to ask one thing since I just realized. Did I pick up my dagger back from last session?
I believe you did. You should have, yes.
Yeah, so I'll pick.
Yeah.
So I'll just pick it back up now since I didn't have it already picked up.
All right.
So trade?
Yes, trade. Yes, trade. But oh, I hope he's not too mad at me. But hey, it's like he won't have. It'll be easier to keep clean.
Philosopher raises her hand. I should warn you, it's also a very effective guard animal. Guard room.
Even better.
Just saying, you should probably be careful with it.
Just make sure you program it for this establishment.
Okay.
And if you can't, find someone who can.
Okay. Thank you.
And I get spyglass.
Yep, I have given you the spyglass.
And you've taken the book of Broom of Animated Attack.
Yeah, where's the broom?
Under containers.
Yeah.
I've literally called it Broom of Animated Attack.
All right, so you have made a good barter. Wonderful.
So, can I buy a potion?
Oh, yes, so sorry. So sorry. Got very distracted. So minor healing potion is not 40 gold. It is 4 gold. Sorry, sorry for the mix-up.
Okay, no worries.
All right,
I
so
put 4 gold down on the counter.
alrighty. And
Also, side note about the broom. If your brother starts pushing you around, you could command the broom to push him back.
but why would I do that?
Self-defense.
Well,
Because
just
he
because
shouldn't be pushing you.
well,
He
just
should not be pushing you around.
well, no, but just because he's mean to me doesn't mean I get to be mean back. That's mean.
Think of it as being assertive.
I don't know. Being mean, I don't like being mean.
Up to you.
All right. Is there anything else you guys need?
I do not believe so. Unless
There
there's
is
something
one-
I'm forgetting.
There is
I don't
one
suppose-
other thing.
Huh?
The wheat field that we found your brother in. Make sure there's food there every once in a while.
Oh. Why?
So that the spiders don't come and eat him again.
I assumed they were following us, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're following us, Dara.
Oh. My bad.
Oh, are there hungry spiders out there? I could give them some apples.
I love this guy.
Just make sure there's a
Is it-
pig attached to that apple.
He's a gentle giant. One of
Oh.
those,
yeah.
right?
Oh, Lord.
Dart's going to use Mage Hand to pat him on the head.
What? What's up?
Um,
What's going on? What? Something touched me! Ah!
Anyway, I'm gonna buy.
God.
Anyway, I'm gonna.
Not the effect I've done before.
I'm
I did
gonna
have
buy
some
some.
basic adventuring gear that I would like to buy too when I get it when everyone else is done.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna buy some arrows just to top up. So 13 arrows.
Okay, you want 13 arrows. Okay, so arrows are 1 silver piece each. So, how much money do you got?
I have.
Oh,
enough
you
for-
got plenty. Oh, yeah, you got plenty.
Yeah, I have plenty of silver.
All right.
Oh yeah. Spoiler alert: the rogue is rich.
All right. So,
It's not like I've been looting chests for gold.
all right.
Well, I actually haven't.
Okay.
yeah.
So
I know. It's just the easiest joke to make.
all right. So, just moving you up to 20 arrows.
Josh, there is actually a thing I realized now by hovering over the plus and minus buttons.
Yeah.
It tells you you can change how much you increase it by depending on
Yeah.
if it's shift click or control click.
Yeah. All right. All right. So you got the arrows. Gray, what are you purchasing?
I was wondering if I could get a bell, some strings, some ball bearings, a bag of flour, perhaps a telescoping pole, and some caltrops.
Did you write this down?
What? No, basic adventuring gear. At least it's what my brother told me.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
All right.
If the telescoping pole would be best if it was at least 10 feet.
Okay. So the caltrops are
disappeared.
gonna be 3 silver. So
One
Yeah,
minute.
you
okay.
might be helpful if you can type that list of stuff out so we
Yeah.
don't
Okay.
forget.
All right, give me a moment.
Okay.
Just figured that might be a bit more helpful than having Jeremy just repeat
Yeah.
down the list every few minutes.
Yes.
I assume we have rope, correct? We
Yes,
have rope,
everybody's got rope.
right? Good. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
That's an essential. I was just making sure we had the 10 essentials of adventuring.
Yeah.
Nope. I don't suppose, just going on a limb here, we have an immovable rod.
All right.
Dara slowly turns his head to look at him.
Let's see. Telescoping pole, some cow tracks, a bag of flour.
Ball bearings.
Yeah. All right. Ball bearings don't exist, but there is a bag of marbles that I can get you.
That'll work beautifully.
Are they glass marbles or what kind of marbles are they?
Glass marbles.
I don't suppose you would just putting it out there. Cannonball, by any chance? At least one?
No, sorry. We don't have any
Really?
bell. We don't have a bag of flour, and we don't have any.
I can check the groceries. I can check. Where do you guys usually shop for like groceries?
All right. Actually, there. Wait. Oh, wait. On the map, there is. It's just that there's not an item in here, not named flour. So, okay. So here's what I'm going to do here. Just.
I mean, if they have bread in this town, they obviously have flour.
Yeah. Okay. So.
What contraption are you building?
It's not a contraption. It's basic adventuring gear.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just say that this will be the same price as rations.
Sounds good.
All right, and I'm going to rename this to bag of flour.
And we don't have a bell. I don't suppose there was one hanging over the shop door, was there?
No.
Dara is completely confused.
I am sickened, but curious. Phantom Jack. What do you think this is, Jeremy? Walmart?
Gotta pick
Well,
up
it has to start somewhere.
All right. What is this? Okay. I'm just going to throw this into. I'm just going to throw an item into your inventory.
Excellent. I don't suppose he had the 10-foot pole?
Oh yeah, I put that into your inventory as well.
Yeah, because we lost our last 10-foot pole when.
Does it telescope like I requested, or is it just a generic 10-foot pole?
It does telescope, yes.
Jackpot.
Because Ohana's had the last 10-foot pole,
Yeah.
and he disappeared.
And
into the ether.
did he have caltrops?
Yes, he did have caltrops. That's in your equipment now.
Excellent.
All right.
So the only thing I'm missing is the bell and some string. Though a bell wouldn't be too difficult to manufacture.
Yeah.
I'll just check in with the blacksmith.
Well, there's the bell is they do have a bell. It's just very. All right, that cost about 5 copper. And some string. All right. Because you are asking for some weird stuff, Jermo. Well, you're asking for unusual stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like he's trying to make a flower cannon.
No. It's. I don't. Maybe I'm just a little bit more adversed in adventuring stories, but
Okay.
I kind of. They were kind of my bread and butter back at the monastery.
Okay. So that is everything you have asked for.
Excellent. Except for the bell, correct?
Oh no, you got the bell. You got everything you needed.
Excellent. Thank you.
Mr. Shopkeep,
Yes.
you wouldn't have to have a lump of cold iron or even a fire poker, would you?
Cold iron. He pulls off a piece of metal. Is this what you're looking for? It's pretty cold.
Is it iron or steel?
It's iron. It's.
So it's actually cold iron.
No, it's just regular iron. It's just literally cold.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's what I'm looking
man.
for.
But it's cold and it's iron.
Alright.
I'll give you a silver piece for it.
Oh, okay.
Remove coins. Remove 1 silver.
All right, is that going to be everything you guys want?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So, heading out.
I'll make a note. I have a piece of regular iron.
Is it just like an iron ingot?
It's just a piece of iron.
Wait. So he didn't have the cannonball, correct?
No, he did not.
You were kind of reciting it off, but I was actually going to ask for like a heavy lump of iron or something like that.
Oh.
So that's exactly what I was actually hoping to buy, was something like that.
Mine's probably the size of
Bullshit.
like a large D20.
Yeah.
A large D20?
Yeah.
Like an inch by an inch.
Okay, it just has to be something heavy that you can throw on, say, a pressure plate or a hidden pit.
Yeah.
Melted and shaped into a ball, you could roll that down a corridor and trigger any traps you don't see.
I'm sure we
What
can
ball
find
bearings are for?
No, ball bearings are for tripping up enemies that are trying to pursue you. Same with the caltrops.
I'm sure we can find you a nice rock.
I'm pretty sure there will be another shop
Heavier
in the
than a
next
rock would be
town.
more helpful. But yes. And
We
of
should
course,
get going.
Indeed.
Yes.
We have some hunting to do.
All right. So, after about an hour passes, 1 second, making sure.
Speaking of which, is there any way I can see the timer on the debuffs on the party members or no?
I don't think so. But anywho. And we are heading down into...
Did Korth grab the wagon?
Yes. Korth is grabbing the wagon. All right. Right. Where is the... Okay. Wonderful. All right. So, you begin your trek down the Svalich Road, and once again, the road just appears to be filled with Lots of half-dead looking trees. And the sky is overcast, and there's a very dense fog. So, you come across a yeah, I would get very used to this weather. Yeah.
Like dark daylight, yes. And I think fog would keep the mosquitoes down. I'm not sure.
In that case, I would welcome it every day.
All right. Gonna have to check something because Village of Barovia 2. So yes. And how long will it take to get to there? Okay. So you're walking through the woods and you're just kind of, it feels like almost like you're waiting for the anvil to drop, because there's just something about these woods, just walking around in it. It just feels like anything can go wrong at any moment. And while it may not be wrong, depending on your perspective, you have just hit a fork in the road.
Is there a signpost?
There should be. Where is it?
And is there a literal physical fork in the road?
No, not a literal physical fork in the road.
Maybe we should have taken the spoon.
So, as you get to this fork in the road, an old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia Village to the east, Tsurpool to the northwest, and Ravenloft/Vallaki to the southwest.
It's Vallaki we're after, isn't it?
Yes. Do we have a map?
I think we failed to acquire one.
What if gonna
Unless
Wait.
the lady who was traveling with us has a map.
If she doesn't, she might be able to draw us one, just off memory.
No, I don't quite have a map here, but honestly, I wouldn't mind stopping at this pool. It might actually be beneficial for us.
All right.
Because there's a fortune teller there, and she is never wrong.
Never. That's a pretty impressive track record.
All right.
That means she would know we're coming.
It's you see Arena raise her finger and then bend it. Probably.
All right. We heard the lady.
So, which way are we going? Are we going straight there, or are we going straight to Vallaki, or are we going to acquire some knowledge about our fates?
More
Teller
knowledge.
sounds nice. Some answers would be nice.
Indeed. More
I
knowledge
mean, a
is
fortune teller with a track record of never being wrong sounds like a great place to get some intel. Like, all of the questions we've accumulated since we got here.
indeed. Knowledge is a hunter's most important tool.
Speaking of which, just keeping an eye out for any wildlife, deer, anything that might, any like animal signs on the path that we're traveling, anything fresh, just so that if we do detour for hunting, it's not a long detour.
Roll perception for me, please.
This sec, I thought I hit the button. It's not working.
There we go.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah, you're not quite sure that you see any tracks around these parts.
I assume everyone's kind of doing it because we're trying to
All right.
Oh,
catch 2 deer.
all right. Yeah.
If Josh is okay with it.
Yeah. There's
30-20.
Yeah, dirty 20. Well, all right, wonderful. So, Matthew, you are able to find you are able to find some deer and wolf tracks around here.
All right.
Okay. So he points them out? Yes.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay. So do they seem fresh? Do at least the deer tracks seem fresh?
They're both fresh.
Okay.
Indeed.
Are they heading in the same direction or opposed?
They are heading in the same direction.
Okay.
Most likely the wolf was chasing the deer.
Possibly.
Would probably be my best guess.
That's not a terrible guess. Definitely don't want to steal prey from a wolf, though.
All right.
So,
But it would be fun.
I mean, we're trying to feed space spiders, not have fun. We have a destination to get to.
Indeed. Apologies.
Didn't feed them this morning.
It's good to have some meat on hand. I mean, I suppose we could also include the wolf on the menu. It's not like it's off the table for the phase spiders. I think they'll eat just anything with a pulse.
The longer we stay here, the more likely bad things will happen.
Indeed. So I suggest we just take it.
I mean, like, there's a
Indeed.
gallows right there, and we just had a bunch of undead. You say there's not ghosts nearby?
I mean, if we have some dead again, cluster near me. I got the cure wounds thing going.
Well, I could check. Approaches the nearest tree.
All right, what are you checking for?
Okay, I was going to try root reading. To see if there's anything sort of in the vicinity.
Root reading.
It's a cantrip.
Oh, that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Go for it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just.
No. I'm sorry. I'm just like, Wait, is that a class feature I'm not aware of, or are you trying to do some weird esoteric survival skill that I've never heard of?
Ah,
I found it.
Yeah. All right.
oh, so it didn't show up in chat. Yeesh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
So yes, you gain general insights into the immediate vicinity. Any unnoticed creatures? You also learn if any such creatures pass through this light area in the last hour, though you get the vaguest direction from the spell. So yeah, the wolf and the deer went up to the northwest.
And was there anything else? Anything we should be worried about?
Within the past hour? No.
Hmm. Well, recently it's been nothing but the wolf and the deer, and they went off that away. Points to the
All
northwest.
Come. The hunt begins.
Mm.
All right.
The wolf and deer. Can Dara check out the gallows?
Sure.
Would you have to roll for that?
You don't have to really roll for anything. It's just the gallows stands atop a rotting platform about 5 feet high, wooden stairs leading up to it. And there are 11 graves here with blank gravestones.
Do the graves look disturbed at all?
No?
Okay, good. Wait. Or is it?
And cue the Twilight Zone theme.
So,
I will. I will say one detail for you, Gray, since I assume you'll be hunting alongside Matthew.
Indeed.
Throughout the entire time, he's just looks like he's in bliss. He is like in his element. He is having the time of his life.
Okay.
All right. Dara casts Detect Magic, and there is no there's no unusual magic in the area.
Good.
All right. So, what do you do? So, are you guys going to continue on?
They're hunting right now.
All right. All right. So, both of you roll survival.
You got it.
Ooh.
Oh, nat 20.
Let's go, baby.
I'll roll it anyway here.
Yeah, roll it.
Yeah, let's
You
see
got
if it's
that
a 1. Let's see if it cancels it out.
Oof.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. So, as you are following the trail, you two get very lucky. The deer is currently grazing, and you actually can see the wolf about to pounce on it, but but the wolf hasn't noticed either of you two. So how do you want to play this?
I suppose we should take down the wolf. One of us takes the wolf, the other one takes the deer. We'll have 2 sets of game in the bag. Obviously, we'll use the wolf as the feet as the food for the phase spiders first, since it's probably not going to be the most nutritious for human consumption, and then we can have the deer on reserve.
Sounds fine. Sounds fine with me, my friend.
All right, let's let's go for the kill.
All right. So, make your attack rolls.
Right.
I just realized the spell for preserving corpses would preserve food.
It would.
Oh, it
Especially
would.
if that food used to be alive.
Huh.
Oh. There we go.
All right. All right.
Now. Oh.
Would you like to?
Yeah.
re-roll that?
Yeah, I'm already on that one, Chief.
I can't find attack with the crossbow.
That's better.
All right. Wonderful.
Have you attacked with the crossbow?
Oh. So with the crossbow, you need to make sure your thing is loaded. So you need
Yep,
to. I'm talking to Gray. So you need to hit the little reload button. There you go. And then you need to fire. Would you like to re-roll that one?
Yes.
All right. Right-click your result and re-roll using a hero point.
I don't normally use hero points. How do you?
Just
you
right-click your result. A little drop-down menu should appear, and in the middle is re-roll using a hero point. All right. Do I have to just do it for you?
Yes, please.
All right.
Ooh.
Much better.
Much
Ooh.
better.
Yeah, much better.
So, both of you both of you load very quietly, take aim, and both of your bolts just go whizzing through the air, and these two beasties don't even have time to react as the bolts just kind of just sink straight into both of their heads. The hunter and the hunted have become hunted.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
Excellent shot.
Same to you. So, wolf pelt is probably going to be worth a good bit of cash. So obviously the phase spiders aren't going to need that.
Right.
So probably going to clean it back at the wagon. So
Indeed.
just hoist these and take them back.
Indeed.
All right. So I'm just going to remove that thing because that's bugging me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ouchie, ouch. But yes, so both of you, you return to the group at the crossroads with your prizes in tow. And the rest of you, they were only gone for like 15 minutes.
High as the gallows.
Wow, that was quick.
It was
Indeed.
amazing. They practically fell in our lap.
Hey, Josh.
Yes?
How high is the gallows?
20 feet-ish?
Ooh.
I was going to climb up to the gallows platform and look around with a spyglass.
All
if you
right.
need help getting into the news, just let me know.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
You do
Ooh.
realize
Even-
that won't do a
even-
thing for Dara, right?
Even I wouldn't say that.
Yes, but we could still use him as a pinata.
Come on, not even I'm that mean. I think I've kind of set the bar.
Oh my gosh. That was a little out of pocket.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, the joke was right there.
I mean, it was. I mean, just
I was not
because
expecting that.
a baseball
expecting
thrown
nothing
to you
special,
doesn't mean you
so it
have to
doesn't count.
swing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Alpha
right
Knight.
there.
Yeah, Alpha Knight Fury he just did the. I was not expecting that sound effect. But yeah, so you're looking around using your spyglass, and sure enough, to the northwest, you do see that there is there appears to be a campfire smoke coming up. It's a little hard to see because it is still very foggy. But yes, you can see that from your spyglass.
All right, Dar gets back into climbs down, gets back in the wagon, and relays this information.
Yeah. All right. So you're heading out.
Where are we going? Which way?
North
Towards the
fortune teller.
indeed. Yep.
Yes. So you get
I
the
apologize. Which way was that again?
northwest.
Okay. She appears to be home.
That's good. So, you're heading. So, as you're heading away from the wagon, you hear a creaking noise behind you coming from the gallows. Where there was nothing before, now hangs a lifeless gray body. The breeze turns the hanged figure slowly so that it can fix its dead eyes on you. So, the body, it looks like Alyara.
Is Aliara with us still, or
Yes.
Yeah, I'm right. Well, I should be right there.
Yeah.
But
We're all seeing this, correct?
Yes.
Well, that's fairly awful.
Is this some sort of illusion?
Course picks up a rock and throws it at it.
You throw a rock at it, and the corpse just melts away into nothing.
well, that's not ominous at all.
In some contexts, that could be considered a threat.
Indeed. We should.
Well, yeah,
We should keep. We should,
A threat
Yeah,
or an
let's-
omen. We should
That's
probably ask the
good
fortune
point.
teller about it.
indeed. We should.
Yes,
We shouldn't-
all-knowing fortune teller. Definitely a question to pose to them. Hey, what does it mean when a corpse suddenly appears in a noose, and it's someone that's not dead?
Indeed. We should question about it, but we should not let it shake our resolve.
All right. So, Arena looks to you. I can start to see that some of these stories that I hear about out here aren't exaggerated. Sometimes people are just scared of their own shadow, but sometimes that shadow gets up and attacks you.
Yeah. Matthew just, puts a hand on Alyara's shoulder. No, just doesn't say anything, just kind of just a reassuring kind of thing.
Okay.
Keep walking.
Yes.
Yep.
As you keep walking, the road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of Briston branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There's a clearing here next to a river that winds to form a small lake, several hundred feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest's edge. So, what do you do?
Hmm.
I suppose we approach.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Slowly.
So, as you approach, you are met by a rather gangly-looking man dressed in bright colors, and he's got like a very not a bushy beard, but it is a very long beard. It's oh, hello there. Oh, it is so good to meet the travelers. Please come, sit by the fire.
Wait, not suspicious of total strangers on the road? That's a bit optimistic in this land.
Oh, well, hey, if you wanted to kill us, you would have tried to already.
I mean, we don't know you.
Well, I am Stanimir. What is your name?
Gray Lockhart?
There, now we know each other.
On a surface level, I assume there's more layers to who you are and what you're about than just your name.
Yeah, he gives out this big bellowing laugh, and then he turns to the other people around the campfire. Ha ha! Watch out for this one. He's smart.
I feel unsafe.
Yeah, especially after what I've seen, what we all just saw. Me especially. I've just got one of my daggers up my sleeve, ready to throw just in case.
I hate to be the one to point this out bluntly, sir, but your jovial nature seems to indicate either you are the sort that doesn't fear danger on the road, or you are danger on the road.
Well, danger is a little bit relative, isn't it? I mean, what is it that what was that other fellow used to say who came by here? Speak softly and carry big stick. Or what's it? It's another one says, no, it was arm one hand, offer one hand, arm the other. Oh, right, that was the one.
Got it. We're looking for a fortune teller. Yeah.
Oh, you're looking for Madame Eva.
If that is the fortune teller's name, then yes, we are seeking a Madame Eva. We are travelers, we are lost, we are seeking answers, many questions, that sort of thing.
Ooh. Well, this'll be very interesting. Many travelers come here to see Madame Eva and her prophecies. She is right in the tent there. She is probably expecting you.
Oh, we heard she's never wrong, so I suppose that was Eliara that called that, correct?
Hmm?
Who was it that called it that the fortune teller would be expecting us?
That was Dara.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
Dara.
Well, yeah, it wasn't me.
All right. Oh, why am I the one speaking? I guess head towards fortune teller's tent.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Peeks inside, expecting total stereotype of fortune teller.
Wow.
I assume glass ball in the center of table.
The only thing I thought was, Clopen, is that you?
So, as you enter the tent, magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last you have arrived.
Of course she was expecting us. Who would have guessed that?
And yeah, based on what we heard, that was the expected response.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes, but did she expect that we were expecting she would expect us?
Great. Do not think too deeply about this. It'll only make your brain hurt.
I'm just going to say yes to it. To everything about that.
Oh. She doesn't look like she eats children.
Oh, no. I've had my fill of children for the day.
Sense of humor, too. Wonderful.
Metaphorically or physically?
Whatever makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah,
That would
to quote
be
the words of a wise green man, I can't tell if she's serious, and that's very concerning.
I believe I'm the thing that makes them uncomfortable.
You say that now. But yes, I am Madam Eva, and I have been expecting you. You all have, the threads of fate have been whispering people of your description.
Cool. I don't suppose by any chance you already have all the prudent questions we should be asking just written down somewhere.
Oh, but that's no fun. You must ask the questions yourself.
Ah. Okay. Likes mind games. I mean, now think about it. If you can see the future, why wouldn't you mess with people?
Yeah, that's a fair enough reason to mess with people if you can see the future.
Oh yeah, I would abuse that every chance I get.
Oh, hell yeah. I would as well.
I would just become that meme of the crag who can only answer in vague terms.
But yes, I have been very much anticipating you all. Aliara the thief, Dara the hidden one, Falsifa the criminal, Gray the sheltered one, the loyal Korth, and the hunter Matthew. It is a shame that your friend Johannes is not here with you right now, but he is here in spirit. Literally and metaphorically.
Dara turns his head to Falsifa.
Yeah, I'm also looking at Falsifa with a raised eyebrow.
Falsifa just stands frozen, glaring somewhat at Magameva.
She can see the future.
Like, just outly
Therefore,
in front of
she's a
everyone.
troll.
Well, the purpose is your attention. Just to make sure that you are taking this seriously.
I'll explain later.
Indeed, we are. And it is made abundantly clear that your abilities are not mere rumor and lip service.
Phantom Dragoon 3 has done $2 and says, she can see the future, therefore she's a troll.
Okay, so since she already knows basically everything about us, I guess we can put our cards literally on the table, I suppose, in her case. So I guess we're planning on trying to keep Irina safe from Strahd. Not huge fan of Strahd. I don't suppose we never figured out how to how we got here to Barovia, right?
You stand upon the precipice of a cliff whose base you cannot yet see. Do you understand what you ask of me?
Yeah, answers? I suppose you know a little bit more about what we're asking than we do, but I mean, we're the blind ones in this five-dimensional chess metaphor thing going on.
That
here.
portrait reminds me of the layers of fear paintings, without the gross deterioration. It has that uncanny feeling to it.
I will read your fortune as long as you promise to stay the night. No harm will come. No harm will come to you. I promise.
I'm celibate and I don't share tents with creepy ladies.
That's the best response I've ever heard.
I'll be making sure to sleep with one eye open.
Oh, trust me. You're cute, but you're not my type.
Thank goodness.
Not from you. Not my type either.
Wait, Yara has.
I think she was referring to Gray.
Yeah. All right, Silverflight 01. The portrait reminds you of the layers of fear paintings without the gross deterioration. It has that uncanny feeling to it. And
Yeah,
we've
it's
got
perfectly
a
timed,
and we have a minor boon. Let's see what we got here.
I wouldn't know. I haven't played Layers of Fear.
That's a curse.
Yeah. At a certain point, you just grow numb to it.
Yeah. I don't know why. I intentionally weighted these in favor of you guys.
Yeah, it's Josh. It's fine.
Yeah. So,
If anything,
so,
it makes it more interesting.
so, in exchange for staying the night with wonderful company, shall I give you knowledge about your fate?
That would be helpful. Also, why we stopped here.
Yeah. Yes, because
I
I'd also like. I'd also like to know why all of us saw like a dead body of myself just getting a hand.
Oh.
Oh, right. That was another one of the questions we had.
Oh, she looks up at you with a raised eyebrow. Oh, it's very simple. This land is haunted. And it is trying to take away your hope.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
Yes, in hindsight, we have seen occasions where such is the case.
So whatever you do, do not lose hope. Do not let this dark land win.
So anything that looks like an omen, it's just trickery?
Not always. It is that you would do well to pay attention to things, because things that may seem like trickery can also kill you.
Noted.
But let us begin. So, her old hands working deftly, the ancient seer removes 14 cards from the top of her deck. 14 cards from the top of her deck, setting them aside. The remaining cards she shuffles nimbly twice, 3 times, 4. Madame Eva sets both decks upon the surface of the velvet table, and closing her eyes, she places her right hand over the surface of the larger deck. The crimson flames dim and swirl in eldritch patterns as her lips move silently, a distant tension spreading through the air. The sounds of rustling trees and a rippling pool beyond the tense walls begin to dim, the external world growing mute and insubstantial as the space within grows more solid, more real. Slowly, reverently, cards rise out from the decks. And they are placed into a very specific pattern.
Should we clap?
Probably.
Okay, Gray starts clapping.
Matthew slowly, gives a little golf clap.
The lights of the candles sway like silhouettes, leaning in towards the cards like anxious watchers, yet the air in the tent is perfectly still. No light intrudes through the seams in the tent's walls, and no voice rings out in the silence. Shadows and mists swirl at the boundaries of the tent, where the darkness of the deepest night dwells, but here at the center, light yet remains. The crone then moves her wrinkled hand to the leftmost card. The first. She closes her eyes and tilts her head as if listening to an unspoken word. The arcane lights swirl and then shift, their colors changing to a deep, piercing blue. This card tells of history, knowledge of the ancient that will help you better understand your enemy. She flips the card. The cerulean light dances across its surface, revealing an illustration of an elderly religious man standing in front of 2 dead trees. The 5 of Glyphs, the Druid. Her dark pupils shift from side to side as though reading from an unseen text. An evil tree grows atop of hill of graves where the ancient dead sleep. The ravens can help you find it. Look for the treasure there. She moves her hand to the second card, this one at the top of the cross. As she closes her eyes and listens once more, the candlelight flares, its color bursting into a fierce, cheery yellow. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. She flips the card. This time the light reveals a new illustration, a heavily armored woman brandishing a blade. The One of Swords, the Avenger. Her eyes stare deep into the shadows that lurk in the corners of the tent. The treasure, it lies in a dragon's house, in hands once clean and now corrupted. She moves her hand to the third card at the right arm of the cross, her eyelids closing like a trance, her lips pursed in quiet contemplation. The candlelight vanishes for a heartbeat, and then returns in a nova of fierce, burning white, so pure and strong and clean that it hurts to look at. It burns to see. Madame Eva's eyes snap open, burning with a fierce determination. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. She flips the card. The light reveals a third illustration, a rotund man carrying a keg. The One of Glyphs, the monk. The crone's voice is strong with purpose. The treasure you seek is hidden behind the sun, in the house of a saint. She moves to the fourth card at the bottom of the cross and listens once more, tracing small circles across its back as she hums a contemplative note. The magic flames leap and dance upon their wicks, now casting swirling violet embers into the air as the walls of the tent gleam with the shimmer of twilight. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. She flips the card. This time, an illustration revealed is a graveyard with billowing mists. The Queen of Swords, the Mists. Madame Eva leans forward. A woman wanders this land alone, searching for her mentor. She does not stay in one place for long. Seek her out in the sun's holy place, where its rays once shone from the peak above the mists. Finally, she moves her hand to the fifth card and nearly recoils, her brow furrowing until the wrinkles split her forehead like a trench. Behind her, shadows encircle the candlelight until the light is very nearly swallowed by the creeping dark. Your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. Her hand trembles above the card for a silent moment, and then deft, ancient fingers reveal its opposite side. In the darkness, the fifth and final illustration is only barely visible through the smoke and unnatural murk. The King of Coins, the Broken One. He haunts the tomb of the man he envied above all. As the last syllable passes her lips, the old woman freezes and then rocks back in her chair, her eyes rolling until their whites gleam like pearls in the darkness. And then she snaps back, the candlelight burning down to its ordinary crimson glow. The sound of the outside world returns. The voices of the people around the campfire. The crackling of said bonfire. The whisper of the wind and the lapping of the waves against the shore of the pool. Light, gray, and insubstantial. Filters once more through the canvas walls of the tent, and you feel yourselves breathe for the first time since the reading began. Madame Eva says nothing. She only regards you silently with dark, heavy eyes.
So Gray's like scribbling detailed notes into his notebook. He's like, I'm sorry, I missed that last one. Could you repeat it for me? So I got knowledge of the ancient lies. Druids on a hill under a tree. Symbol is holy symbol is in the dragon's house. Holy weapon in the house of a saint. Female ally against Strahd, seeking her mentor, and then something about enemies with the guy he envied most. Did anybody else take notes?
Well, if you're looking for notes, there is this.
Oh. Hey.
Oh, this. Okay.
Yeah.
This is now in your journal.
Yay.
Yeah.
It's almost like I've run this before. and no one remembers.
Oh no, I remember.
Oh no. I
Is this going to be on the test? It's like that one Patrick. Wait, I wasn't looking. Do it again.
Yeah, she didn't give any spoilers, but Keyframe did
Keyframe did a what now?
she just told me a little bit about when she played it.
Yeah.
I think I do remember that campaign, just never got through all of it.
Yeah, hers was definitely the most entertaining and tragic of the group.
Yeah, I'll probably watch through it once this, at the end of this.
But yes.
Alright.
Okay, so knowledge of the ancients lies with the druids on a hill under a tree. Holy symbol is in dragon's house. Holy weapon is in the house of a saint. Our ally against Strahd, female warrior seeking her mentor, and the enemy can be found in the tomb of the man he envied most. Okay, so I got all that. Cool. I assume these were the questions we didn't know to ask.
Yes.
So much for forcing us to ask the questions.
I bend the rules from time to time.
Including your own. So I don't suppose there's a charge for the service?
You're already going to pay it with your promise.
So we're
Right.
sleeping in a different tent than the one you're in, correct?
Of course, of course.
Good. Okay. Is there any objection to that tent being like far away? Just
Great.
in camp.
Do not be rude.
What? She scares me.
Yeah, Matthew just slowly offers his hand. We thank you for your wisdom, madam.
And she stretches her like bony fingers towards you and gently shakes it. Of course.
Do you need somebody to stay with you?
No, I have other company.
Dara looks left and right.
I'm
you say
not
so.
I'm not going to question what company that is. Ooh.
Don't make me make the reference. I want to make it so bad.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
She's got friends on the other side.
Yes. So.
Okay.
So,
So I
you
guess
may-
we're camping here tonight.
Indeed.
Indeed. Have fun. You'll find the people
So much
outside.
fun.
You'll find the people outside to be very hospitable.
Hmm. Consider myself reassured.
Again, thank you for both your wisdom and your hospitality.
Very. She kind of gives you a very polite shoe gesture.
Yeah.
Right.
What he said.
So, Arena, as you get out of the tent, Arena looks at you and says, "Well, that was intense."
It's
It
wonderful.
was
Ooh,
certainly
yeah.
in a tent.
Yeah, we. Someone beat me to the joke.
It took me a second to realize that was a joke.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't even hear the joke.
It was intense. We were in a tent.
Dara, you know the rule. If you explain the joke, it stops being a joke.
If you excuse me, I'm gonna go jump out my window.
All right. So, should we take like a quick 10-minute break here? I think this is a good place to take
Yes.
a break.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I
Yes.
need water.
'Cause
Okay.
Yes.
We will,
I am hungry. I need
Alright.
lunch.
All right. We will be taking a 10-minute break.
Sustenance.
Excuse me. I had some soda and it's decaffeinated because it's like 9 p.m. in the evening and I don't want to get myself hopped up on caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
Right, speak for yourself.
Yeah, it's like, what? You're graveyard shift, so...
Yeah, this is my morning coffee.
Caffeine is one of the few drugs I do like.
That implies you've tried other drugs.
I'm
yeah,
naturally high.
Yeah, I've done ibuprofen and I've done Tylenol. Oh, wait, same thing.
What
That's-
the F did I come back to?
Nothing good.
But
Drugs.
Oh, clearly.
Drugs!
Drugs. I
Would you
love
like some?
This
Drugs.
chocolate, no thank you.
Alright.
drugs.
Oh,
Thanks.
Censor. This actually reminded me. I have not taken my meds this morning.
Oh, that's important.
Oh, better get on that.
It's not.
I found it.
Okay, well, I wouldn't say they're Okay, while they are major meds, I wouldn't say they're major, like antidepressants and psychotics, that kind of shit. No, it's just hormonal tablets. That's it.
Mm. Ah.
So yeah, nothing like on the high end,
Mm-hmm.
I would
Eh.
say, for meds.
Anyways, we're
Alright, so...
live again.
Continuing on with so the older gentleman earlier, Stanimir, he looks at you and says, "So, did you all enjoy your fortunes?"
It was certainly enlightening.
That's usually what they all say.
Yeah, Matthew's just gonna take a seat by the fire.
Yes.
Yeah, Foster does the same.
Or keeps it back away from the fire.
All right, so if you don't mind me asking, it seems that you all are a bit of uneducated about things around here.
That is quite accurate. Yes.
Well, if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them. What, no questions? You guys are not curious about this world at all?
I do have a question.
Wait, world?
I-
Are we not in Kansas anymore?
I
This world,
I-
this land. You know what I mean.
I do have a question, if you don't mind.
Very well.
Exactly how long has this Count von Zarovich been ruling over?
Well, that's a interesting choice of words, because there have been several Zaroviches ruling over this land.
So it's not just Count Strahd.
Oh, no, don't call him Count. Well, I guess he is a Count, but the line of succession is always a little odd. His father was the king.
So, is he a prince then?
I don't know. It's very odd. He asked to be called Count. I don't know why he insists on being called that instead of king. But he is the ruler of this land, and you show respect to the ruler of the land.
I am respecting him, which is why I call him Count.
So, where do you fit into all this? Who are you and, all of these individuals? I assume you have some kind of relationship with the fortune teller?
Oh, yes. I assume you don't know much about our people. We are Vistani. We are a wandering people, and we have many different interests. We can be silversmiths, coppersmiths, haberdashers, cooks, weavers, musicians, entertainers, storytellers, tool makers, and horse traders.
Okay. And I gather from your reaction to him mistitling Strahd, your people have some kind of relationship with Strahd?
Well, we don't step on his toes, and he doesn't step on ours.
Sounds like a treaty of some sort.
It supposedly has to do with the history of our people. Apparently, our ancestors helped him out in some way, and therefore he treats us well.
How well?
Well, he hasn't sent any armies to burn down our tents, so I consider that well.
That's a pretty low bar.
Well, we don't.
We haven't set fire to your tents either.
Yes, and that is why we like you.
Again, not a very high bar.
Well, people. He gives a rather sinister smile. People don't tend to live very long after messing with us.
I don't presume people try messing with you guys often?
No, they don't.
Okay, duly noted.
Sounds like an impressive record, and it would be a shame to break.
Mm-hmm.
You said you were traders?
Yes. Are you looking to barter?
Depends. What do you have?
You're quite an opportunistic little doll, aren't you?
No.
Yeah, now that it's mentioned, I'm also curious as to what you have.
Though we might be, I know we might be in need of some horses.
Oh no, the horses are not for sale. We need them.
I thought you said horse barter.
I listed off several different occupations our people had. Not all of us are the same occupation. Don't be silly.
But I like being silly.
Dara, behave yourself. We are guests, so we should treat our hosts with the utmost respect.
Yes, telling Dara to be respectful. Might as well tell water not to be wet.
Well,
That can be arranged.
Actually, there is some debate over that. There is some debate. Water actually isn't wet.
Especially when it's ice.
No, because if something has a property, it can't give other things that property.
Why?
Because water isn't wet.
Why?
Okay.
I understand.
Let's just move on from that.
I understand what he said.
I understand as well, which is why I'm asking for us to move on.
In the Discord. It's like dirt. Dirt isn't dirty, but they can make other things dirty. You can't get dirt. You can't get dirt dirty, just like you can water. You cannot get wet.
I feel like people still use the phrase. Linguistically, it's kind of commonly used.
Well, people get common. Just because something is common does not mean it cannot be wrong.
Doesn't mean it's not necessarily wrong either.
I am my mind.
This is just one of those stupid semantic arguments.
It's going to keep me up tonight. I'm just going to be staring at the ceiling the whole night thinking about it now.
Anyway, what do you have to sell?
Well,
Since traders and that.
all right. 1 second, I gotta pull this up.
Ah, there it is.
I'll at least get this back on track.
All of these squares make a circle. All of these squares make a circle.
Entirely possible if you have enough squares.
Well, I recently got this off a trader. He pulls out this little vial.
Hmm?
He told me that this was a very powerful health potion. He lied to me. It is still beneficial, but well. Anyways, this will be I think this might be very useful to you because this potion I had it identified. It sharpens your eyesight.
Ooh.
Interesting.
It sharpens
Does
your
it,
eyesight. It sharpens your eyesight to make sure things that would normally be hidden from you will be less hidden from you.
Does it help you spot snake oil?
That's a different type of perception.
Is it a potion of see the unseen?
No, I don't have anything like that. Sort of. He pulls out this little talisman, which is a ring of dried interwoven pieces of straw. This is apparently a charm that can protect you from ambushes. And the last thing, if you are interested in it, he pulls out this little alabaster pendant that looks like that almost looks like an angel's wing. This is a charm that will help you in healing others.
Looks over to Gray.
I don't know exactly. I mean, if you feel like you might need... there's always the chance I could be the one that goes down, so one of those wouldn't be bad to have around.
Yeah.
Are these? Says Dara with 6 silver to his name.
I'm willing to part with all of these. Well, not all of these in a group, but one at each. 6 gold pieces.
That pendant would be useful.
I'd be willing to pitch in 3 gold pieces.
That
Are the charms single use?
Yes, they are single use.
Love how that just changed.
What?
Everybody's way of thinking.
Yeah.
But, that potion does sound interesting.
Indeed. So again, I say, I'd be willing to pitch forward half the price if someone else would be willing to cover the other half.
I can pitch in for the potion as well.
Three items at 6 gold apiece. 666. I say no deal. I'm a medalla.
What, 2 on the nose?
I was reading chat.
I know. I'm just saying, 2 on the nose.
Let's just say these are items worth having.
Single use, though.
Then we make those uses count.
So, so are you guys gonna purchase any of this or no?
Okay. 1 gold and 6 silver.
I'm pretty sure me and Alyara are gonna go halvesies on the potion.
Okay, you're going halvesies on the potion. All right, so who's gonna be holding the potion?
Why not Alyara?
Okay.
You can hold on to it.
Okay. So Alyara. Well, this is funny because this potion is called a cat's eye elixir.
Haha.
Fitting.
Yeah.
Haha. Thematic appropriateness.
Yes. All right. So, as it starts getting a little late around the campfire. Yeah. Oops. Lighting controls.
Okay, yeah, that potion's gonna be good against anything that hides.
Hmm.
Second, just moving this up. Okay. Wonderful.
So I don't know where everybody's health is at right now.
Yeah.
I know I'm good. I'm at full.
Yeah, I'm at full.
Yeah, same.
I think the only one who's injured is Korth.
And possibly Irina.
So, Stanimir looks to you all and says, "So, as guests of a Vistani fighter, you are now expected to play a game with us. Do you accept?"
What are the rules of this game?
Oh, this is the game of stories. To play, each participant must put up a wager, which can be an object of small, monetary, intellectual, or sentimental value. Each participant must then share a story to make a man laugh or weep. Each time a story is told, the other participants in the game must guess whether the story is truth, falsehood, or both. At the end of the game, the participant with the most correct guesses wins the pot.
All right.
I don't want to be rude and turn it down, but I'm terrible.
That did not work the way I wanted it to do.
I have quite a few stories, but they're all about my brother.
I know a couple.
All right.
You didn't have to hear
I
too.
don't remember a lot of things.
You don't have to participate. As long as some of you participate, we will find that acceptable.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
Irina says, "Oh, what the heck? I'll join in too."
I guess I'll join.
All right. So, now we shall put in our wagers. Stanimir puts in a worn deck of cards, similar to the ones that Madame Eva had. These once belonged to my late wife. They've sat unused and dusty in my wagon for long enough. I think she'd like if they were out in the world again. A female Vistani, she walks over and says, "Ooh, I have something." She pulls out this collapsible brass spyglass with a small maneuverable mirror that seems to allow the user to peer around corners. Another man wagers a what appears to be a manuscript. This is a very intellectual manuscript. It's about werewolves, authored by a Dr. Rudolf van Richten.
Huh. That sounds like an interesting read.
It really is. What should I wager? Irina's kind of stroking her chin a little. She reaches into her pouch and pulls out this painted wooden hair clip in the shape of a sunflower. I wore this as a child. I think this quite qualifies as sentimental. So, who is wagering?
I'll wager.
All right, Matthew, what are you wagering?
My falchion.
Your falchion. Ooh.
Ooh.
An heirloom of my mother.
I
lost to the hunt.
All
I'm
right.
sorry, I don't have much of sentimental value, but pulls out the bottle of belladonna that you stole from what's his face, the shopkeeper in the last town. But I think this is worth a few gold at least.
Phantom Dragon, a falchion is like it's a big sword.
Yes.
Yes.
We best not lose this match then.
All right. So, Gray, are you putting anything in?
I suppose I have one item of sentimental value, but I don't feel like putting that up. I'd sooner, honestly, I'd sooner offer up one of my weapons as a potential. So, this crossbow's been through a few battles with me. I'd be willing to put that on the table.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyone else gonna wager anything?
Yeah, Korth is not really in the mood right now after seeing Ohanos basically get Thanos snapped in front of him.
And get Wally Wested.
Oh boy. It still feels too soon. Especially because we never got a freaking stopped after that. Ugh. That's the worst.
Also, Avi, thank you for the heals.
Yeah, anybody else have the wounded condition?
No, I don't believe so.
I think I'm the only one.
Yeah, I think Korth was the only one.
J-Oshi in the chat. Who brought up Wally? Yeah. All right. Anywho. So. Now, I believe. So. Well. If that is how we are going to do this, then I shall go first. Maybe this will allow you to think about what sort of story you are going to tell. All right. Where is it? So, a mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the Devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards to a precipice overlooking the falls. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from heaven struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the Devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. He vanished. And that is my tale. So, is it true, false, or half true?
I'm going to guess half true.
I'd agree. The details are a little vague. But I think there is some truth there.
And you, Gray, what is your opinion?
I'd lean more on the. I'd probably lean more on the truth end. I don't suppose there'd be a sense motive roll on that.
It would be insight, wouldn't it?
That would be a perception check. Yes.
All right. Intimidation, deception.
It's not in your skills. It's in the little flag on the left. Yeah, you don't know.
Can I re-roll that?
Yes, you may. Reroll using a hero point.
All right.
Boom.
Thank you.
There's a little bit of mischief in the guy's face, but you don't really notice any deception from him.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna lean more towards you're telling the truth. May have left out some details.
You are correct. My story is true. This is a tale that it's still so very exciting.
Where is this wizard now?
No idea. And now, so Stanimir looks between the three of you. So, which one of you will go first? Who's going to...
Matthew.
All right.
Matthew kind of just slowly stands up. I suppose I will. My story is quite involved. It's what set me out on the road from my home. Long ago, I was but an apprentice hunter. I would help bring food in for my village, and it was peaceful. Until one day, we noticed some of the wildlife around town was coming up strangely emaciated, drained of blood. It took a few days before the one responsible revealed himself. A vampire. He had to come. He didn't. He was a relatively young one, brash, full of false confidence and superiority. He came trying to assert dominance over us mortals. I did what I could, rallied the hunters and soldiers of our village against the beast. Many lives were lost. I was only saved by a broken table leg. Afterwards, I sought to give back to the world by protecting those who could not protect themselves. And that is my tale.
That seems very interesting. I'm going to guess true.
He was gonna look to the others.
All right, Falsifa and Gray. True, half true, or false?
I'll say true.
True?
You would be correct.
Wonderful. Points for everybody. It is my... one of the female Vistani comes up. It is my turn. It is said that within each raven flutters a lost soul, and that each raven's song tells a tale of ages past. They whisper, so listen closely. Sing, ravens of Barovia, birthed from the mists and bathed in twilight. Sing a Lugdana, the morning lord's star-watch, dawn-touched foe to the deep-lurking dark. The holy symbol of ravenkind, her radiant testament, the warrior's beacon of faithful resolve. Sing, ravens of Chernavog's rise, named green god and demon lord upon Yester Hill. Lugdana, grey-haired, weary of battle, her longsword and shield yet polished and ready. Guided through shadows toward sacred ground, she clashed with the demon, their tempest-like dance. Sing, ravens of Lugdana's last fury, of Ravenkind's token now blazing with light. The battle's tide turning, a hero's brave cry, a final onslaught with divinity's grace. The demon lord banished, the warrior now fell, the wound at her side gouged too deep to bear. Sing, ravens of light's final moments, a shadow descending from radiance on high. Sing of the angel, black-feathered and beaked, the morning lord's angel reclaiming its gift, the symbol retaken, in raven's claws held. Sing, ravens, you are the keepers, the watchers, the tellers of stories untold. Sing, ravens of Lugdana's memory, the shadows that lurk, and heroes to come. Wow, wonderful story. So, true, half true, or false?
Can Dara roll perception?
Sure.
Can Dara tell if they're telling the truth?
You're looking at this. You're seeing a little bit of mischief, and you feel like she's leaving out some details. Like she is intentionally changing some details. Like when you were looking at her tell the story, there were some pauses that she made.
I'm going to use message to tell the participants on my side.
Yeah, half true.
Yep.
All right.
As subtle.
All right, so I'm guessing everybody says half true.
Yep.
Yeah. You are correct. It is half true. Lugdana was indeed a paladin of the Morning Lord, which was a platinum amulet shaped like a sunburst. But according to her legend, the symbol was given to Lugdana and the angel in the guise of a raisin, in the guise of a raven. But no one knows what happened to the symbol after Lugdana fell at Yester Hill, nor where it resides today. So, who's going next? You bright one or you blue one?
I guess I'll go next.
Very well.
Okay, here goes. She stands up. Once upon a time, I guess that's a good way to start. There was a small cult who turned to crime to try to please the devil. They took over a family's business in a small town, and soon the whole town followed. I suppose they weren't unlike the postman, for those of you who know what that means. The shopkeeper whose store they took over kept their daughter under lock and key. She had physical peculiarities, you see. And because those men offered her her first taste of freedom and spun some pretty lies about how she should bear her peculiarities proudly, she joined them, did what they told her. And after all of the thievery, intimidation, threatening of public officials, etc., and all of that accumulated wealth and power, and still not a peep from their lord, it finally occurred to them that more than wealth or even power, a devil's preferred tribute, well, their souls. And like most of the postmen, the girl was too naive and dim-witted to realize what it was all building towards. The sacrifices they chose were children, mostly pickpockets who had been led to believe, like the girl, that they'd be safe if they only made themselves useful. And instead of trying to free them, or, God forbid, taking a stand, the shopkeeper's daughter ran. Their cries followed her as she fled into the woods, and they've been ringing in her ears ever since. So, there it is. That's my story.
Seemed very personal. At the very least, I know it is half true. So, I'm going to guess half true. All right, Matthew and Gray, what do you guess?
I'm also going to guess half true.
I will defer to the wise.
All right, everybody guesses half true. So, what's the answer?
It was true.
So nobody gets a point.
Alright.
Alright.
But yes, it's now Falsafa has given out her story. All right, next, another Vistani comes. Well, there once was a fox, renowned for his wisdom and skill, who dwelled with his kit in the misted woods. On a cold moonlit night, a pair of sparrows brought him their child, the tendrils of death clutching his shivering body. The fox took the chick into his den, but for all his knowledge, he could not cure its ailment, and it breathed its last in his paws. Driven mad in their grief, the vengeful sparrows, aided by 4 of their kin, stole the fox's kit in the night. They delivered him to the wolf, who had long hungered for the taste of fox flesh. The wolf devoured the kit, and the sparrows departed to return to their flock. When the fox found what the sparrows had done, rage clutched his own heart. In his cunning, he knew that the rats in their burrows beneath the earth had always despised the songs of the sparrows far above. The fox descended to the kingdom of the rats, and he promised them a forest free of the songs of the sparrows. Intrigued, the rats agreed. The rats could not find the sparrow's nest alone, but the crafty fox could. And as the sparrows slumbered in the hollow of the great oak, the rats fell upon them to feast with tooth and claw. For the crimes of 6, the flock perished, with nary an egg spared. The misted wood is darkened now, and the trees no longer sing with the songs of the sparrows. But some say that the rats hunt still, that a lone chick yet escaped their clutches, and that one day they will find it and gobble it up like the rest. Oh, that's a little morbid. True or false?
Yes. I'm going to say truth, but heavily layered in metaphor.
Dara, no.
Yeah, Dara. So.
I was also gonna roll.
Yeah. So Dara, you aren't able to tell Gray before he says anything, but you are able to see the person's reaction to what Gray said, and he doesn't really have a reaction. It's like, well, sort of. The reaction is more of, oh, wow, you saw right through that.
Course message.
Yep. So, is everybody else going to be voting true?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he nods and says, yes, my story is true. But I won't reveal anything further. It's a story cannot truly be told until it has ended. And then everybody looks to Gray.
I have 2 stories which I might tell. I'll let the audience decide. I can tell my brother's greatest achievement or our greatest folly.
I
Not
personally
entirely sure which
voted.
one I should.
I personally would like to hear of your brother's achievements. A lot of these stories have been a tad dour. We could use something to lift our spirits.
Very well. In the dark depths of the underworld, my brother Vinkis embarked on a daring quest to retrieve a primordial weapon, one capable of slaying the aspect of the Dragon Queen herself. Guided only by a flickering torch in ancient lore, he navigated the twisted paths, each step drawing him closer to the river Styx. There he faced spirits of virtue, embodiments of wisdom, strength, and honor, in contests that tested his mettle and resolve. With each challenge surmounted, his right to the weapon grew stronger, until at last he reached into the chilling depths of the river and drew forth the blade of shimmering darkness, the embodiment of non-existence itself. This fearsome weapon, submerged in the Styx to keep its devastating power dormant, had waited for one worthy to awaken it. After an epic confrontation where Vinkis wielded the blade against the Dragon Queen's fearsome aspect, the battle-scarred lands whispered tales of his victory. Yet as the dust settled, the spirits of virtue returned, their ethereal forms more solemn than before. They decreed that the blade, its purpose served, must return to its watery slumber, lest its power threatened the world anew. With a heavy heart, the weight of duty upon his shoulders, Vinkis complied, casting the blade back into the river Styx. As it sank beneath the surface, a sense of peace settled over him, knowing that he had averted a potential catastrophe, but at the cost of parting with a power so immense it could have rewritten the very fabric of existence.
That's a bit much. I'm going to say false.
Indeed. Seems a bit extreme.
All right. So let's see what your Okay, so Dara's
cheating here.
Yeah, Dara is unable to determine whether or not Gray is telling the truth.
Falsifer wants to be nice, so she says, half true, maybe?
All right, so,
You're being nice, I'm being honest.
All right, so is the story true or false? Or half true?
To be perfectly honest, I have no clue whether or not it is true or false. It's merely a story my brother told me about one of his adventures. In my heart, I believe it is true.
So I think we're giving the point to Falsafa for that one.
Indeed. I'm fine with that.
My brother was a bit of a bard, if you'll understand. I memorized the adventure. If it sounded a bit flowery.
Ah. Now it's all coming together.
Yes. Irina steps up. Well, I suppose it is my turn. When I was a child, my father took me and my brother to a vast, tranquil lake. I remember the sand beneath my bare feet, and the lapping of the waves against the shore. But then, something broke the silence. A low growl that echoed through the wind. As I turned, I saw a beast emerge from the fog. A wolf, far larger than any I'd ever seen. I still remember its eyes. Yellow, cold, and hungry. My father screamed for me to run. I took off for the woods and the wolf followed, its snarls echoing through the underbrush. I remember branches whipping against my face, thorns cutting at my feet as my legs burned and my breath grew ragged. But my fear drove me forward. It was only much later, when my heart had quieted in my chest and the wolf's footsteps had faded into silence, that I finally allowed myself to stop. By then, the woods were strange to me, and my father's shouts had faded. A heavy mist had descended around me, and shadowed shapes lurked in every corner. I stepped forward, one hand reaching fearfully into the fog, and a wolf, made of mist, leapt forth, its jaws opened wide to devour me. And then, everything went back. The next thing I remembered, I awoke in my own bed, my father's humming echoing in the kitchen. I don't know how I got there, or what became of the wolf, but I can still remember its teeth as clearly as ever. True or false?
That was really pretty good.
So yeah, you're looking at it, and she doesn't have a very good she doesn't have a very good poker face. You can tell that she's lying through her teeth.
Yeah, I message. Our side.
Okay.
False.
False.
I'm going to say false.
Yes, it is false. The the story is not true because it is actually a dream that I've had since childhood. I've always lived near Barovia, and there are no lakes, and I've never seen a dire wolf until recently.
The other people vote as.
Yeah, a lot of the other people voted. A lot of the people, Stanimir actually voted true, and he said, "Well, many dreams do have a kernel of truth to them. Thank you for sharing your tale. But it appears we have a clear winner here." He points to Falsafa.
Thanks. I guess I mean, I wasn't really expecting to win.
Well, you did anyway. Congratulations!
So, what was in the prize pot again?
Well, the things that were in the pot were a worn deck of cards. I'll put these into your inventory. Do-do-do. All right. Do-do-do. You got a warrant.
Lady Fausta, I don't suppose I'd be able to borrow my crossbow. and that book on werewolves that you just won.
I could borrow this, right?
All right. We'll say you're borrowing it.
That's immediately the rest of the Vistani just start this bellowing laughter.
Just so you know, I can keep our friends in the woods fed.
Yeah.
Sure. She just gives him it back.
Yeah.
Same with the.
Yeah, and I'd also like my falchion back.
If Dara wasn't playing, there'd be 5 gold a day.
Man, that's the thing. It's just like, do not bet anything. Do not wager anything you are not prepared to lose.
Look, you also said that the items allotted could be sentimental.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did.
Yes, well, anyway. Also, I was wondering if I could borrow that werewolf book. And I do mean borrow.
Yeah.
You know.
And your script on werewolves.
Okay. Gives Gray the manuscript on werewolves. Gives Matthew his falchion.
All right.
Such a saint.
All right.
Yeah, right. You heard my story.
I heard your story and saw you acting.
Thank you.
Actions speak louder than words.
Okay, I have a question. How much did Dara's cheating help?
I've imagined it helped a lot.
Message is so overpowered.
Yeah. Well, any spell can be overpowered depending on how you use it.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think it was cheating. They didn't necessarily state any ground rules. For all we know, some of the players were mind readers.
This is also true.
All right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Gray would not have kept silent about that.
Okay.
And there's also feats to allow you to detect lying.
Indeed.
Okay, so we started the day with no spyglasses, and now we have 2.
And one
that can appear around corners.
Yes.
Damn it, I was just about to say that. Get out of my
Everyone's
head.
stealing your thunder today.
Also, whispers to Dara. You want to swap, or...
All right. So, the manuscript on werewolves is in the journal. So I can open. I'm going to show this to you all. So if you guys would like to read it for yourselves. All right.
No, I think you should keep it for now.
Okay.
All right. So you have won. So you have won a few prizes. You have. All right. So we have been going for about 3 hours now. So how long do you guys? How much longer do you guys want to go?
I can go for another 5.
Not that far, because it's 12 a.m. for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, Josh, you know where my computer's set up, correct?
Yes.
Our cousin has a bed set up in here and is waiting for me to be finished before she goes to bed.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, well, it's this will be a good place to end because there's something interesting that's going to happen that I think Johannes is going to want to be here for.
Ooh.
Will he be back next month?
Yeah, he'll be back next month.
Yay!
Yay!
Probably. Probably. We'll have to ask him. But yes, so I do need to talk about the results of the curse that happened earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So, where is it? Unfortunately, Dara, your spyglass is broken.
Now do you want to...
Oh, good thing we got a replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sorry. That's just a result of the curse.
Crafty?
You could probably fix it, but it's gonna take a while. But anyways, thank you all for joining us on this little adventure. We'll see you next month, and we'll have a full party. And all right, so have a lovely day and take care.
Mm-hmm.